20 years ago, the world was charmed, enchanted, and swept off its feet by a Christmas romance that's still stirring hearts to this day. Picture it: snow falling over London, turtlenecks and tear-streaked confessions, awkward dances, grand airport gestures, and a star-studded cast that might have been responsible for a global shortage of mistletoe. Yes, we're talking about Love Actually, and tonight, we're tearing back the curtain for the ultimate reveal. Ever wondered what happened to Liam, Hugh, Emma, Keira, and the rest of the crew after that iconic holiday whirlwind? The faces you recognized instantly, forever imprinted as Mark with the cue cards, Natalie in the red dress, Daniel with the broken heart, where are they now? What have their lives become? Who's swapped reindeer jumpers for red carpets? And who's kept a little piece of Love Actually magic close to their hearts? Stay right here as we whisk you from 2003's London to the present day in a festively scandalous flashback that's got all the feels, some major surprises, and more inside scoop than Emma Thompson had tears in the Christmas concert scene. From that legendary opening scene in Heathrow Airport, audiences were hooked, and it's not just the intertwining storylines that left a mark. The cast, brimming with both Hollywood heavy hitters and fresh faces, became household names overnight. So what happened when the cameras stopped rolling? Which love-struck Brits managed to keep their sparkle? And whose stories took the wildest turns? Let's start with our heartthrob-in-chief, the one and only Hugh Grant. Who can forget David, the charmingly awkward Prime Minister, fumbling through dance routines and falling for no 10's bright-eyed secretary? Fast forward to today, and Hugh Grant still has that devilish twinkle, though now you'll see a little more silver in the hair and, dare we say, even more mischief in those eyes. Since his dashing Prime Minister days, Grant has continued ruling the screen in bold and unexpected roles, never shying away from characters with a twist. Whether giving you comedy, drama, or a mischievous eyebrow raise, Hugh Grant's the living proof that some crushes never fade, they only get more dashing with time. Next on our stroll down memory lane, the unforgettable Emma Thompson. Her character, Karen, broke millions of hearts with that Joni Mitchell CD and her kitchen breakdown, one of cinema's most devastating holiday moments. Cut to present day, and Emma remains a force of nature, just as magnetic off-screen as she is on. Her career and charisma haven't dimmed one bit, and audiences still eat up every ounce of her wit, wisdom, and that incredibly expressive face. Whether she's dazzling on screen or lighting up a red carpet, Emma Thompson stands tall as a queen of British film, her reign only strengthened by her classic performance as Karen, which fans still can't get enough of. Now, buckle up for the dashing Colin Firth, whose Mark Darcy energy in Love Actually was only matched by his irresistible turn as Jamie, the lovesick writer. Remember him? Stumbling through broken Portuguese and penning heartfelt notes across language barriers? The Jamie Aurelia plot captured the imagination of romantics everywhere. Now, post-Love Actually, Colin's sophisticated cool has easily stood the test of time. He's still melting hearts, collecting accolades, and proving with every gray-tinged smile that love and Colin Firth truly are actually all around. Who else could forget the legendary Liam Neeson as Daniel, the recently widowed stepdad teaching his son Sam about love and loss? Liam's portrayal was quieter, warmer, and heartbreakingly sincere, showing the world a new side of his talent. Nowadays, we still see that gravitas, even as he takes on grittier roles. But to a legion of fans, he'll always be Daniel, the dad who risked airport security for the sake of first love, reminding us all what matters most. And speaking of grand gestures and unbeatable charm, it's time to revisit Keira Knightley, the luminous bride, Juliet, caught in one of cinema's great love triangles. Young, radiant, and poised, Keira captured the innocence and complications of whirlwind romance, leaving viewers swooning. Since her trip down the Love Actually aisle, Keira Knightley has blossomed into an icon whose elegance on and off-screen never fails to steal the spotlight. Shifting gears from the glamour, there's Martine McCutcheon, whose Natalie brought warmth, wit, and working-class sparkle to no 10. Who else could turn an awkward paper delivery and a few chubby jokes into a love story for the ages? Martine's career post-Love Actually has seen her step confidently between music, television, and public appearances. Her trademark smile every bit as infectious as that famous airport reunion, and, oh, the priceless Bill Nighy as Billy Mack, the aging, washed-up rock star who gave us Christmas Is All Around. With every outrageous radio interview and every tongue-in-cheek lyric, Bill made hearts sing. Even now, Nighy's effortlessly cool vibes linger wherever he goes. Time has done nothing but double the twinkle in his eye. Billy Mack may have wanted a Christmas comeback, but Bill Nighy never needed one. He's been headline material ever since. Let's not forget Alan Rickman as Harry the office manager with questionable judgment and, ultimately, a shattered home. Alan's performance was complex, layered, and painfully human. Since Love Actually, his unforgettable work lives on, as audiences continue to revisit his many iconic on-screen moments. The heartbreak of Harry and Karen's marriage, still sparking debate after all these years. Now, time for our cue card crusader Andrew Lincoln as Mark. Who can forget that moonlit doorstep, those hand-scribbled signs, and that bittersweet confession that launched 1,000 memes? Young Andrew Lincoln brought raw emotion and a bit of mystery, and since then, his career trajectory has only soared. But in fan circles, he's still forever remembered as Mark, the man who taught us all the value of speaking your heart, cue cards and all. Chiwetel Ejiofor gave us Peter, Juliet's new husband, handsome, gracious, and a pillar of calm in a web of tangled relationships. While his role wasn't the steamiest or most dramatic, he anchored that central triangle with a quiet confidence. Now, of course, Chiwetel has become a name synonymous with poise and powerhouse performances. His Love Actually days a fond reminder of where these titans began. Then there's the adorable, bashful Sam, played by the then pint-sized Thomas Brodie-Sangster. Remember Sam sprinting through Heathrow, setting the bar impossibly high for grand romantic gestures at a tragically young age? Thomas's cherubic face and big, expressive eyes captured every ounce of First Love's breathless thrill. Today, that childlike innocence has made way for a seasoned performer who still somehow channels a bit of that magic in every scene. And the laughs, the never-ending, never-forgettable laughs from Chris Marshall as Colin, the luckless in love Brit convinced his accent is the key to conquering America. He delivered every awkward stumble and cringeworthy pickup line with charm, landing one of the film's biggest comic payoffs. Years later, we still see flashes of that cheeky humor in his work, a reminder that even the most outlandish romantic schemes are possible with just a hint of British bravado. Let's not leave out the show-stopping Laura Linney, whose Sarah was the soul of tenderness and sacrifice, the office assistant torn between a brother's well-being and her own chance at love. Laura's emotional vulnerability anchored some of the film's most poignant scenes. Now, she shines brighter than ever, and her performance as Sarah still cuts deep 2 decades on. Olivia Olson stunned audiences as Joanna, the next-generation pop star whose rendition of All I Want for Christmas Is You nearly blew the roof off the school pageant. With the voice of an angel and the confidence of a diva, it was a star-making moment. That raw talent was no trick of the lights, and her performance stands as one of Love Actually's most unforgettable gifts. Then there's the side characters who waltzed into the spotlight for just a scene or two and left a legacy. Martin Freeman and Joanna Page's stand-ins, shyly falling in love between takes of body doubles. The beloved Rowan Atkinson as Rufus, the jewelry salesman whose slow-motion gift wrapping is its own cinematic treasure. And Keira Knightley as the would-be mistress. Each delivered a punch, a laugh, or a gasp that made the tapestry of Love Actually complete. Looking back, what made Love Actually endure isn't just the iconic scenes or the way all you need is love still brings a tear to your eye. It's the cast, their chemistry, their quirks, their total commitment to making magic even in the smallest cameo that's kept us rewatching and reminiscing year after year. The real glow-up isn't just in career milestones or red carpet appearances, but in how every member of this unforgettable ensemble gave us characters we couldn't let go. Tonight, we've traveled from prime ministers' offices to joyous airports, stopped in at Christmas concerts and late-night offices, and remembered the tangled webs of relationships, heartbreak, and hope. From boyish crushes to messy marriages, cheeky rock stars to gently smiling secretaries, this cast wove together a perfect storm of cinematic storytelling. Watching them now grown, accomplished, and still dazzling, it's clear. Love Actually's cast isn't just part of film history. They're a living, ever-evolving story that reminds us all what it means to love, lose, and try again. Did seeing where your favorite Love Actually stars ended up catch you by surprise? Who's changed the most? Who's stayed true to the magic you remember? Drop your thoughts, your favorite quotes, and all your film-inspired feels in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we've got even more Hollywood secrets and nostalgic reunions lined up. This is just the beginning of our deep dives into the stories and stars you love most. Until next time, keep the love and the drama flowing.